So I was telling you about, I was playing Yakuza, right? Like, I was telling you about that on fucking Friday or whatever. Well, in Yakuza 3, I was looking for some sort of like fucking tip or trick or something, right? Do you know what the website GameFAQs is?
No.
It's game FAQs, where basically it's just like kind of this message board type thing, where basically people can just post questions about video games and people can answer them, right? So it's very similar to like the video game equivalent of like Yahoo Answers.
Okay.
I was scrolling through the Yakuza 3 ones, and I found one that isn't really a question. It's really just more a statement. God damn it, why is my notification sound on? Hold on. I forgot to silence my phone. I'm a fucking amateur. God damn it, I'm fucking stupid. But like, I was scrolling through the Yakuza 3 topics, and I got to one that is literally just a guy like, what the fuck is this? Like, he's literally just asking like, hey, what the hell, Yakuza? Like, it's not like, how do I beat this thing, or what's the best? Like, no, none of that shit. He read out this whole fucking paragraph about this one small thing that happened in the game. So I'm going to give you a little bit of background before I go into it, right? So,
okay.
The barest of minimum you need to know is Yakuza 3, your protagonist is Kiryu. He owns an orphanage, and part of the game revolves around solving some of those orphans' problems. Like, they're all like, you know, like elementary school age, and basically they'll come to you with like some really childish problems, and you just got to solve them for them. It's like, okay, cool. One of the ones you have to solve is this one kid, and I'm about to butcher all of the names here because I don't speak Japanese, so have fun with that. One of the kids, named like fucking Mitsuo, is like, hey, I think one of the other girls at the orphanage is cute and I want to date her, except she's probably not into me. And one of the reasons he thinks she may not be into him is he's the only kid there that's black, because they're in Japan, so it's like super rare. Right, like Japan just has a very small black population. So he's like, he's like, oh, she's probably not into it or whatever, right? So then there's this whole like brief thing where basically you need to your character's theory, at least in his head, is, oh, it's clearly not that he's a different race, it's just that he's not cool enough. Let me go get him some drip. I'm gonna go buy him a sick outfit, and then he'll roll up. And of course, the outfit I chose was a dragon print polo shirt and a 10-gallon hat, and somehow it didn't work. I'm amazed it didn't work. Like, he just sauntered up to her in that, and it didn't. I don't know, but like, so then he's like, she basically rejects him, and then he's like, oh, well, that sucks. And then she tries to go out with some other dude. Keep in mind, they're all like fucking 12, so it's like, whatever. So she goes and like meets up with this dude in the town, and you're there like nearby just making sure she's okay. And then she gets bullied for this like scar she has on her arm or something, and she always wears like long sleeves, but she just accidentally like let it slip out or whatever, and it's like, haha, you have a fucking stupid looking scar, you ugly ass 12-year-old. Like, so then the guy that she was trying to date now thinks that she's disgusting, but the kid from earlier, Mitsuo, like tackles him and like punches him or something, right? He's like, hey, don't be an asshole. And then they like kind of hit it off a little bit, and I don't think they explain it much after that. So it sort of in between there, one of the other characters is like talking to the girl about it, and she brings up that like one of the reasons she doesn't want to go out with him is because he's black, and it's weird that he's black or something. Jesus. And the playable character is like, whoa, what the fuck? Where did that? No, that's not okay. Like, no, you can't do that. That's not, no. So this guy posts a thing on GameFAQs. It's called Racism in Yakuza 3. It reads, I'm just going to read it for everyone because I really enjoyed this one. Because this guy is just, I don't know why he's doing this, honestly. Like, what a waste of his time to type up this whole thing. He goes, I'm in chapter 6 now, but I am still bothered by what I've seen in chapter 4, and it's bothering me to the point I don't know if I want to continue playing. but I played the first game originally back in the day, 0, Kiwami 1 and 2, and Judgment, and loved each and every one. It is during Mitsuo trying to get another orphan girl named Riona to go out with him, which she refused, saying she wouldn't be caught dead with him. Originally, I thought it was because he simply wasn't cool enough, and the boy she liked was cool and rich, but turns out it was because he was black, parentheses, like, yikes, really, Sega? And parentheses, even Haruka was taken back from that. Later, the boy she likes sees that she has a pink burn mark on her arm and calls her disgusting, and Mitsuo runs up and hits the boy and protects Riona, and she asks him, do you think... wait, hold on. What the fuck? This grammar completely fell apart here. Hold on. Oh, okay. All right. So he asks, do you think her pink burn is gross? And he says, this guy does not know how to fucking write a sentence. What the fuck? All right. I'm going to just gloss over this part because he's like, hey, you think that's gross? Whatever. All right. Who cares? He's like, he then goes, but hey, look at me. I don't even have to go outside and I'm the darkest kid in town. And then this guy goes, bad joke. Yes, Sega, very bad joke. Skin and scar on your arm, dumb comparison. It's like, yeah, that's kind of the point is that it's like kind of awkward that he said that. Like, that's kind of weird. So then he goes on, to me, it's like they're comparing a burn mark on her skin to his actual skin color and calling it gross. Then I later found out content was cut from the game because of a cross-dressing character and transphobia. Like, I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about with that, because it's literally cut from the game, like, I don't know. But I just fucking love it, because, like, then everyone in the responses is like, yeah, but, I mean, I guess it might be a little weird, but, like, I'm pretty sure every time they said something that would be perceived as racist, everyone else was like, yo, what the fuck? You can't do that. Like, it wasn't glorified. They're like, hey, that's kind of fucked up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They're like, hey, that's kind of fucked up that you, like, hold that opinion. Like, the guy that runs the orphanage sees that she fucking rejects him basically for being black, and he's like, whoa, hold on, I'm not raising you to be like that. What the fuck? So it's like, he's not like, oh, yes, good job. He's like, no, whoa, don't do that. That's fucked up. I was like, why are you mad about it then? Like, God. Is it just like racism in any way, in any form of media is bad? Because it's like, I feel like that same comparison would be like, this dude watched like 12 Years a Slave, and he's like, oh my God, I can't believe how could they glorify racism like this? It's like but it's not about glorifying it. It's about showing how bad it was. Like, it's not, I don't think it's racist if you're showing racism and being like, look at how bad this is.
No, I hate shit like that. Like, I saw this article the other day. It was 10 things that Seinfeld did that were not okay. And yes, there was a lot of, like, racial humor and sexist humor and all that shit.
Yeah.
But the entire point of the show is these 4 people suck.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the show.
Yeah, it's like the joke isn't, haha, look at this race that's inferior. It's, haha, look at these fucking scumbags. Like,
yeah.
Look at these racist
finale
scumbags.
Of this show.
Spoilers.
I mean,
spoilers for Seinfeld. Seinfeld spoilers. No,
the series finale is an hour-long episode where every side character from the entire show comes back to testify against the main 4 characters in court, and they go to jail. That's how the show ends. Damn, bro. And then they all break out. But the show is these people. That's it.
Yeah, then they all break out of jail, but that's manga only. That hasn't been animated yet. But I mean, yeah, it's like, if the joke is like, look at how fucking bad these people are, then yeah, if they're gonna be like terrible people, well, you gotta sell it, right? Like, if it's like, oh, they said something racist, but the whole point of the show is this person is not good, this person is evil, or this person is like just shitty, it's like, then I don't think it's a defense of racism. I think it's saying, if you're a shitty person, you're probably a little racist. Like,
yeah,
whatever.
And sometimes the joke is even just like, just how unlucky and unfortunate they are.
Yeah.
Like, there's this one where there's protesters and they're holding a torch, and it's the same day as a Puerto Rican Day parade. and the torch touches the flag, and the flag starts burning, and one of the main characters is trying to put out the fire so people don't get hurt.
Yeah.
And everybody in the parade just sees him stomping on a burning flag.
Yeah, he's stomping on a burning Puerto Rican flag, and it's like, oh, wow, that's some bad optics.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's like...
Stop promoting it.
Yeah, exactly. It's
the whole joke.
It's Always Sunny has the same thing where it's like the whole point of the show is it's a bunch of scumbags being terrible people. And like, I love seeing people levy criticism against it because they're like, oh, well, how about the fucking episodes where they do blackface? It's like, yeah, they do blackface a couple of times. However, the joke isn't supposed to be like, the joke isn't the same as like general fucking blackface jokes are, because blackface jokes, as like, they're sort of, I guess, like, I'm trying to think of the word, like, generally thought of, at least when you say blackface, is like, it's mean-spirited towards black people, right? Like, every time they do it in It's Always Sunny is, look at what a fucking idiot this person is for doing blackface and thinking it's funny. Like, it's always like, look at how distasteful this is.
Yeah.
Like, they'll be like, oh, look, she's doing blackface. And everyone's like, oh my God, what the fuck? What's wrong with you? Like, so it's like, that's not the joke. The joke is this person doing blackface is a scumbag. Like,
right.
It's more just shocking. It's not like they're doing anything racist inherently. Like, it's like, what part of blackface, what part of this equation is the hurtful part, right? Is it the jokes at the black people's expense, or is it just the act of darkening someone's skin for any reason? Like, the part of this equation that's like racist would be the part where it's jokes at any group of people's expense.
Right.
But that's not what this joke is, so I don't think it's racist. Like, I don't think this one in particular is racist, because they're like, she's just a fucking idiot for doing it. Like, I think people are way too quick to blow, like, the racism whistle. You know what I mean? Like,
of course.
They're just like, oh no, they mentioned skin color. It's like, yeah, but what if they're saying something good? Like, again, it's like, what, can we not make movies about slavery? Like, movies that portray slavery in a bad light aren't racist. If they're like, yeah, plantation owners that owned slaves bad, it's like, that's not racist. I'd argue that's a pretty, like, that's a pretty, like, normal opinion to hold. It's like, it's not racist to depict black people as slaves, because historically, like, that was, they were actually enslaved. So it's like,
it happened.
Yeah, exactly. It happened, and it's for historical, like, I guess, accuracy, but like,
it's not racist to teach it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not racist to teach it, especially when you're teaching it through the lens of, this was really bad. Don't do this shit. This is evil. This is bad. It's like, okay, cool. I'm glad we can all agree. But then they're like, oh, but this person mentioned skin color. So it's like, oh no, it must be racist. Like, man, get the fuck out of here. Stop being so quick to pull the trigger on this. Like, you don't even know. You don't even know what's up. Like, honestly.